Hey guys, welcome back to This African Perspective. Okay, so I gathered a lot of like videos on repos for you. This is gonna be like compilation on repossession of cars. So I'll just say I'm gonna tell you guys what I really think about it. I found it really weird. I understand people do like financing of cars, like you really don't own it. I didn't know that. So there are a lot of things actually new, like coming from like a foreign country. When you arrive in the US, you're learning new things of other countries, right? You're learning the system of the government, how things are done, the system of the whole country, how life is. You're figuring it all out. So usually when people have properties, mostly in the country that I come from, you own it, right? When I want to get a car, I'll make sure that I have enough money to buy that car, which is way much affordable than the cars that are here. If I know, like, maybe there are differences with currency and so, but yeah. So when you gather that money, you have enough money to buy it. You just go pay for the car and you take it home. You're not paying for car insurance. It's not a Nobody is asking for car insurance. I really have never met anybody that was financing cars or paying for it like that. When they pay for their car, it's their car and they own it, and they're not paying anything for it. So seeing that like someone can come and repossess your car, I'm learning that yeah, you finance your car because you make car payments monthly. It's not like most people don't have the money to just pay for it like that, to make cash payments, and it's over, and then all those things that you have to pay, car insurance and all. So when I'm learning all these things and saying that, oh, okay, it was weird to me, and I'm like, oh my god, like that's a lot, because it's like every month you have so many bills. Not everybody has that, mind you, but to see that when you're unable to, you've already started making payments for that car, right? To complete your payment for the car, probably, I don't know how many years it takes for some people. Seeing that they can actually come and take the car away from you after you've made like maybe half payments and you just miss some payments and they take it away from you. I'm like, what about all the money that I've paid? Am I going to get the money back? All the ones that I've paid. I'm just telling you guys from my own point of view. Like, you can see the name of the channel is This African Perspective, okay? So I'm telling you my own perspective, what I see, my own point of view, especially coming from a whole different lifestyle, like different ways of doing things. So I'm like, is this what you do? Like, you can just come and take it away from me after maybe I just missed. I've paid almost all the I've made almost all my car payments, and it's just a little that is remaining, so you can come and take it away from me. And I've heard that some people actually do scam. They scam, like, the way they do the scam is this: you might, maybe your car payment, your total car payment is supposed to be let's say 40K, right? And then you've paid about 37K, and it's just the little that is remaining. Just because you lose your job or anything, you were unable to pay, then they'll just come and take the car from you. I'm like, wait, this one, is it madness? Because I just could not like understand or comprehend that. I'm like, that's really crazy. Is it my fault? I'll pay you back. I'll pay your money. Just let me just figure out things. But so people who, and there's some actually car dealers that will just scam you like that. Once they notice you are almost done with it, they'll just come and take the car, or maybe change their address where you can't even make the car payment to it, or whatever. Just different type of things, techniques, in order to take it away from you. So those things were actually things that were new to me and was shocking. I'm like, that's crazy that you could do that. But I don't want to go too much into it. I don't want to say much. I just want you guys to watch this video, which I would be reacting to. You guys, make sure you please click the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel, okay? And hit the notification bell to get notified every time I post a new video. And leave your thoughts in the comment section by the end of the video. Let's get right into it, guys.
200,000 cars are repossessed in America every single month, which means 200,000 cars are being taken back by financiers and banks because the loans are delinquent, aka people are not paying their car payments. You may say, oh, this isn't a bad number. This isn't too bad. No, this is horrible. It's higher than the Great Recession, greatest financial downturn since the Great Depression in 1929. And in nominal terms, the worst one ever. Yeah, people are struggling out here. This is only going to accelerate over time. The unemployment rate is rising. Wages are stagnant and falling in a lot of sectors. Cost of auto insurance and the cost of gas is only increasing, which makes owning a car even more difficult. Not only that, but home ownership is more expensive than ever. Property taxes, HOA fees, insurance, it's all going up. Food, energy, it's all going up, which means more and more people, as this economy continues to tighten, are going to lose their cars. They are going to choose keeping the house over keeping the car. No shit, you need a place to live, right? What happens when more and more people lose their cars? Well, for me, as an Uber driver, I make a lot more money because they have to use Uber and Lyft, at least in the short term. In the long term, probably not. But on a real note, more and more people will just not be able to work. They won't be able to get to and from work. And if they can't get to and from work, they can't get a paycheck. And if they can't get a paycheck, well, you see where this is going. Everything is conspiring right now in the economy to make the middle class go to the lower class. Everything is conspiring in the economy right now to send the middle class down to the lower class and keep the lower class in the fucking lower class. Just make them even more destitute than they are right now. If you don't see it, you're not ready to. But it's going on all around you. I see it every day as I drive around Pittsburgh. And the economic data doesn't lie. People say, oh, but the economy's still chugging along right now. Yeah, right now. The great financial crisis took years to play out. Cracks in the system were exposed in 2005. We didn't see home prices bottom until 2011, 2012. That's a 7-year timeline. Right now, we're only in 2006, 2007, early '07, if you want to make a comparison. And that's rough because you really don't know until the thing's over. So this will be a multi-year process. And ultimately, I don't think it's going to finish up until 2030. That's when all the debris will be swept aside. You'll see the winners and losers. And trust me, the winners are going to be big, but they're going to be few. And the losers are going to be many, and it's going to be gigantic. Don't be a loser. Don't keep yourself stuck in the rat race. I'm not saying you're going to get filthy rich because of this crisis. What other choice do you have but to prepare? Say I'm wrong. Say this isn't happening. Say there isn't a plan to make the middle class poor and the poor even poorer. Okay, well, if you prepare anyways, your life is better off. But if I'm right, if John Williams is right because he's the GOAT on this stuff, well, you may just save yourself from a lifetime of misery. I'm a lifetime of misery.
Getting your car repossessed is definitely not anything I recommend that you go through. I remember when it happened to us. I vividly remember receiving the call that our car got repossessed. Me and Tommy were just about to get married. His car had went out, so he was using mine. And I remember I was in the bed slumped because I was working part-time at the bank. I was working afternoons. And Tommy was going to work early in the morning, like around 8 o'clock. And I got a phone call from him, and I'm like, what is going on? And he's like, did you come get the car? And I'm like, what do you mean did I come get the car? Like, I'm still half delirious. So I'm like, why would I come get the car? And I'm like, no, I didn't come get the car. I'm in the bed sleep. He's like, well, the car is not here. And I'm like, what do you mean the car is not outside? He's like, I came outside to go to work. The car is gone. And have y'all ever like overslept for work or for something like that? Like you snoozed your alarm, but you didn't have another alarm set. You went back to sleep, and then like you had the best sleep of your life. And then out of nowhere, you just woke up like in terror because you knew you were late. That is how I woke up out the bed when it finally clicked in my head what he was saying. I was like, oh my God. Like I knew what happened immediately. I got on the phone with Wells Fargo. The first thing they said to me was, do you still have the car in your possession? Ciao. And you know that you in hot water, honey, when you call the line, it automatically transfers you to another line. And they say, this is an attempt to collect a debt. Oh my God, y'all. When I tell you that I just wanted to literally throw up and slide down the wall in slow motion, it was terrible. Now, it was so much money to get that car back. We had to pay over $1,000 because that's how far I was behind, plus like $300 to get the car back from storage. And like I said, we were like a month out from our wedding. And this is actually where I originally mentioned the car getting repossessed in the video where I was talking about us being just young and like dumb and not thinking about finances, you know. And our car getting repossessed happened in the midst of all that stuff. And thankfully, my family was able to help us out. We got the car back, but y'all, I just do not recommend people ever go through that. Like, if you can avoid it, because it is just not fun. And that is one of the reasons why I'm like so against getting a car that we cannot afford right now, because getting your car repossessed teaches you a couple lessons. Number one, it took us even a couple years after that to really understand that we need to budget better and have a budget that is realistic. Number two, like, do not get a car you can't afford. The car note was like $248 a month, but I was working part-time at the bank, so I was only getting paid like $265 every 2 weeks. So with just the car note alone and gas, I did not have enough to afford that car. I have to have a car that I can afford in the worst case scenario. If I lose my job, you lose your job, whatever the case is. Then three, actually less than three, never play around with anything that's going to directly impact your credit, like a car note, because my credit was jacked up for years. I'm finally at a point now where I can get approved for credit cards and stuff like that. But it was really a struggle, and I can go into more detail about it if y'all like, but those are my lessons. Don't go through it if you don't have to.
This Tesla right here, it's a repo. It's only got 1,500 miles. Repo. BMWs. Repo. Land Rovers. Repo. Big nice F-150s. Porsches. Lexus. All repos. And check it out, these cars are getting repoed. These are nice cars. They lose the Jeep, they lose the lift, they lose the wheels, they lose the tires. And if you think this is crazy, wait till you hear what dealers are actually paying for these repos. So we have a massive problem right now. All these cars that you see around me, they are all repos, and they're big bank repos. So the car market has always been a precursor to bad economic times, right? You know, like the housing market, foreclosures, they take a long time to actually work through the system and to get people out of their houses when they stop making payments. But repossessions, if you miss a couple payments, they'll snatch your car up really quick. And that's what we're seeing now. You look in your community, you look in your neighborhood, you look at your apartment building, you're seeing cars getting snatched up. I see it all the time in my comments. My neighbor just got their Charger snatched up. The guy in my apartment building, he's already lost his Mustang. Whatever it may be, you're already seeing this happen in the real world. And I'm showing you a big scene of it right now at these auctions. And you can look at this and see that people aren't making their payments. If they're not making payments on their cars, they're not going out to eat as much. They're not paying their cell phone bills. They're not paying all these other bills that they have to pay to make the economy keep rolling. This is a big bad sign. You can hear her, she's yelling about it. All right, here is a sweet car. I love these things. This is a 2019 Lexus RX 350. It's got 36,000 miles. The body on it, a couple little dings here and there, but it actually overall looks very good. This is just a very nice car. Repo also. So we're going to see what a dealer will pay for this. But it's a Lexus RX 350. It's 2019, 36,000 miles. Repo. So we're absolutely crushing it on views, right? We're getting as many views on these videos as people with millions and millions of subscribers. But my subscriber count is not getting up to where they are. So what I need you to do, you watching this, I need you to hit that subscribe button, please. And please like the video. It really helps me out. Thank you.
What are you guys doing?
Okay.
You are not taking my car.
So hold on a second. Hold on.
In the galaxy far away during the Great Recession, I had my car towed. So what happened was we had just total hit financially, rock bottom. We had filed bankruptcy, but we didn't include the car in the bankruptcy. As a matter of fact, we had continued making payments on it. We were up to date and on time with payments. So 1 o'clock in the morning, one day before I was getting ready to head off to work, a tow truck came to tow the car. It's like, but I've been making payments. Well, ma'am, I don't know. I just do what they tell me to do. I'm taking the car. How can you take a car that I've been making payments on? So he gives me the paperwork. The next day that I had to go to work, so I had to go wait till the next day to call them. It's like, I've been making payments. Why did you take the car? Well, man, we didn't know if you were going to stop making payments. But I haven't. Did you file bankruptcy? But it wasn't included. So my parents were nice enough to lend us money because it was a nice car and was still relatively new, and it made sense for us just to pay the last thou on it as opposed to try to go and buy another car. 2 days after the conversation with my parents, I get the letter in the mail saying they're coming to repossess it unless we pay the car off in full. And that's when I called them back. It's like, guys, I don't get it. Why would you do this? I mean, we don't have a history of this at all. Yes, we filed bankruptcy, but really, look back, this is like a blip in our financial record. It's bad, but it's not going to be permanent. You took a car that I had been making payments on. That wasn't included in the bankruptcy. And you couldn't wait until I got that letter and I could call you and make arrangements to make sure I pay off the car in full as quickly as possible. So yeah, a lot of times I don't think these bankers are actually running all the way on up and up. I mean, this is entirely, quite possibly legit. But I don't trust them any further than I can throw them, especially after that situation, because the guy actually knew it. He knew he had done something wrong. He knew he had ordered that tow truck before he should have because I hadn't gotten the paperwork. So yeah. Sucks though.
Did you know it becomes illegal for your car lender to repossess your car if any of those happen? First thing is first, make sure you have a cell phone and record the incident when the repossession is taking place. Any of these can be considered breaching the peace, especially during a repossession. If the repo agent shouts at you or threatens you, or if the repo agent blocks the owner from getting back into his car, if the repo agent trespasses and ignores the no trespassing signs, even breaks the gates or locks to get to the car on the property, that's trespassing. If the owner clearly objects the repossession and the agent forcibly continues against their will in a public place, ignoring the objection, that's breach of peace. If the agent tows the car while the owner is in it, that's breach of peace. If you need help with your credit,
Here's 3 things you didn't know about car repossession. Number 1, your car can be repossessed the first time you miss a payment. The grace period people think they have is really just a myth. Number 2, partial payments don't matter. The only thing they can do is extend the time before the repo man comes. And trust me, he is coming. So make the full payment. Repossessions happen unexpectedly, so you can lose any items left in your car. Legally, they have to give you your personal property, like laptops, cell phones, or computers, but you won't be able to get any features that you added, like your booming system or special lights. It's your boy Lensberg. Follow and share for more content like this, because you know what? I keep it for real.
I don't even know if we still have like middle class, if it's just lower and the elites. But yes, I'm sure there's middle class. I'm just joking. Maybe there is, but anyways, guys, yeah. So with the whole car repossession, it's really crazy because most people cannot make their car payments due to the fact that some of them are actually laid off from their job. Some of them do not have they have to like make a decision between either making the car payments or being able to like buy the normal bare minimum stuff that you need for survival in their life, because the cost of living has become crazy. Everything is expensive, and so people have to eat, they have to do some normal things, basic things that they need for their survival. So they have to make those decisions between it and all. And yeah, there's not enough money. People are really struggling in poverty, for real. This is just serious poverty. And yeah, so if you really meet people out there, you need to really be kind to them and be nice, because many people are not happy, they're not smiling. Many people are struggling with depression, which they just have to be silent about and not speak out and talk about it. Like I said, the reason why I actually make this video is because so you can understand that you're not the only one in it, and it does help a lot of people feel better knowing that the situation that they are going through is actually relatable, and it's not just them going through it. So they just don't watch the other part of social media where people try to like showcase luxury, showcase happiness, and just some fake things that are not happening. We just have to like show the real part of life, and it cheers the person up. It makes you feel like, okay, like, you're not the problem. But anyways, guys, that's it for this video. Okay, thank you all for watching this video to the end. Please, if you love my content, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click the like button. Okay, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the notification bell to get notified every time I post a new video, and leave your thoughts in the comment section before you leave. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you for being here. Bye.